All right, we'll call a Parks and Rec Committee meeting to order. We have one item on the agenda to discuss the concert contract with the Kentucky Headhunters, and I'll turn it over to Kevin or Scott, either one, whoever wants to talk about it.
I guess since I'm kind of leading it here, I'll start. We've had an opportunity to have the Kentucky Headhunters at the theater. The date is February 19th of 2021, Friday evening, and the reason is that going before the committee is because this is the first time we've had a concert at the $10,000 level. So looking at charging $35 per ticket, and we would be looking at around 350 to 360 tickets sold to break even, with a maximum of right around $20,000 if we sell out. So with $10,000 in a contract fee, approximately another $2,500 in ticket fees, credit card fees, hospitality, hotels, sales tax, should be about another $2,500. So we're looking at about $12,500 all in. And like I said, if we sell around 360, actually being a profit for that. So that's my recommendation, is that we do that. And I wanted to bring it to committee.
Kevin, do you mind throwing those numbers out there again after the 10,000 for the show, for the ad?
Sure. We're looking at about $2,500. That would be for the sales tax, credit card processing, ticketing fees for Ticket Spice, hospitality, and hotel rooms. So that would be all our expenses. All in would be about a $12,500 total.
So $2,500 will get you everything besides the ad.
Correct. Check everything, because if we sell out, we would be just under 20,000 in revenue. So you know, I've out online, and people are very interested in it. I think at $35, it's a very you know, price friendly ticket, and I think it would be something that we would certainly do pretty well on.
Was this was this highly recommended from the board?
The PTAB, yes. The advisory board, they definitely like to see these people.
Yeah, I think everybody was in agreement that this would be a good concert to showcase at the Park Theater.
All right, thanks, Scotty.
I'm not I've never read Riders before, and I was looking at that. I mean, are you comfortable with everything that they're asking for as far as the sound equipment, lighting equipment, all their food and all that?
Yes, that's pretty much a normal rider. Everybody has it, and I think we're all it's something we do basically for every big concert that we have. It's just the performance fees a little on the higher end of what we've had before, but as far as providing the hospitality, hotel rooms, we have all that is what we do for basically every concert.
How many tickets did you say you anticipated selling?
I'm hoping we're going to be in the 400 to 500 range, which I believe we really could accomplish. And we need about 360 to break even. So, you know, to say 450, I think we certainly could attain 450, which would give us an approximately about a 4,000. Any other questions? I'm audio's kind of going in and out on a lot of people.
Do we provide the sound man or do they?
We will, but they also do their own. But to have somebody there, it would be Ken Youngblood. He charges $300. And it's somebody who's familiar with our setup on all our house sound. So a concert of this magnitude at $300 to make sure that everything goes smoothly, I think certainly is well worth it.
Yeah, and does our equipment meet their specs?
Say that again.
Does our equipment, both sound and lighting, meet their specs?
Yes, yes. Yeah, and when you have the rider, it's kind of the pie in the sky thing. As long as you have minimums, which we certainly do. Like I said, when we've had Exile, Restless Heart, all of them have been basically the same types of things and requests, and it's all, yeah, it's fine. When they get there and they perform, you know, somebody of their magnitude doesn't have any problem performing in a smaller theater like ours.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like it's at, you know, some convention center where there's, you know, 20,000 seats.
Right.
So yes, I think it's all, you know, everything on the rider and the contract is very, you know, self-explanatory. You know, if for some reason there were a, you know, another COVID-19 thing, that we are refunded our amount fully for any deposit that we would put in. So the only, there would be no concerns as far as you know, not having the event. If something were like this were to happen, it's under covered under the force majeure clause that we would be either reschedule the event at a later date or we would just be refunded our money in full.
So we can't lose our deposit.
I'm sorry?
We can't really lose our deposit. Is that correct?
Correct. It would be a $5,000 deposit. And if something like this were to ever happen in the future, which is of course something new to us, it would be fully refunded.
I saw where they had in clause 5 that H1N1 kind of clause in there, and it said
Yeah.
that would not be covered under force majeure. Was that your understanding, or is that?
They use that as an example of something that if it's a, you know, this is a national pandemic where that was more of a localized one. So just because there would be a flu concern in Seattle, that doesn't mean they couldn't have the concert in McMinnville.
They would just go based on our state recommendation.
Right. When it's nationwide like this, yeah, it certainly would be covered.
Okay, well, I don't have any more questions about this.
I mean, it seems to kind of fit what we've been looking for and asking for, and it seems to be recommended by the advisory board.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll entertain a motion to, no, so this have to go to the full board, right?
No,
No?
it's 10,000.
Okay.
The guarantee.
Right. It's not over 10,000. It is. It's right at 10,000.
It is 10,000.
On it was 12,500.
The contract is for 10. There are provisions in it that will provide certain commodities, but the number's 10. The guarantee's 10.
I make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. I guess we'll do a roll call vote in these situations. Motion made by Raul. How do you vote?
Yes.
Kate, how do you vote?
Yes.
I'll vote yes. Motion passes. Is there anything else to come before the Parks and Recreation Committee? If not, we stand adjourned.